Thank you, Madam Miguel. May I ask the head of the box secretariat, General Manuel Comencido Jr., to please have the roll call.
Present for today's video conference, our back chairman, Engineer Jose Wilson Malumsong, back members, Engineer David L. Palcanas, Engineer Frank Minundre, Engineer Donis, so si technical officer, for the back secretariat, headed by Tony, Engineer Miguel City Junior, with back secretariat members, Madam President. Since the majority of the back members are present, there is a quorum.
Thank you, Sir Manny. Today's procurement activities, the pre-bid conference of two civil works projects, namely with contract ID 23AI0219, repair of classrooms at Eastern Pangasinan Agricultural College, Santa Maria, Pangasinan, with an ABC of 18 million, is the pre-bid conference, 1,000 pesos. Second, civil work projects with contract ID 23AI0220, repair of classrooms at Tayug National High School, Tayug, Pangasinan, with an ABC of 19,705,300 pesos. This pre-bid conference is being conducted for contracts to be bid with an ABC of 1 million and above. This is to discuss, clarify, and explain, among others, the eligibility requirements of the contracts to be bid. This is also to give the prospective bidders a chance to clarify issues relating to the contract and the project. However, attendance is not mandatory for the prospective bidders, but we assume they are watching live streaming on our electronic account. At this point, may I call on Engineer Renald Barrera, our TWG head, to discuss the eligibility, technical, and financial requirements of the contracts.
Thank you, sir. We will now discuss the eligibility, technical, and financial requirements of the contract to be bid. Documents to be submitted by the bidders. Bid submission will be done manually or electronically/online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in BDS ITB Clause 21 as per DO 87 Series of 2020. Electronic submission and receipt of bids for the procurement of civil works contracts. All electronic bids must be sent to the email address electronicbids_pangasinan3@dpwh.gov.ph. Each bidder shall submit one original copy of the first and second components of its bid. For checklist of technical and financial documents. For technical proposal, Class A documents, it shall include legal documents, valid purchase registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages, in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the LRR, technical documents, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SACC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. Special pickup license in case of joint ventures, and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Original copy, bid security. If in the form of surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. For bid validity period and bid security validity period, it should be 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The bidder shall submit a bid security declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below. For cash or cashiers or manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, and for bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank, the amount of bid security should not be less than 2% of ABC. Surety bond callable upon demand, issued by a surety or insurance company, duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security. The amount of bid security should not be less than 5% of ABC. For project requirements, it shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, for example, project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and foreman, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience date. For project manager, project engineer, and foreman, the minimum years of similar experience should be 5 years. While for materials engineer, he or she should be DPWH accredited materials engineer 1. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and are under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment, lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be, and original verified on the sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members, the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer, to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For financial documents, the prospective bidder's computation of net financial capacity, contracting capacity is as follows. NFCs is equal to current assets minus current liabilities multiplied by 15 minus value of unfinished projects including awarded projects not yet started coinciding with the contract to be bid. For Class B documents, if applicable, the Design Joint Venture Agreement (GVE) in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or there an authorized statement from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the GVE in the instance that the bid is successful. For financial proposal, original of the signed and accomplished financial bid form and other documentary requirements under RA 9184, original of the signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, the accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating and cash flow by quarter. Criteria and procedure for detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award. The financial component of bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using a discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections or computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The bank shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid prices which exceeds the ABC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of bid prices. First one is completeness. No price in the required item means non-complying. Indicating a zero or a dash means free to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices and figures versus words prevails. Total price versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual prevails. Unit cost in total estimate versus unit cost in BOQ, latter prevails. If above ABC, non-complying. For post-qualification, verification of legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, and non-inclusion in blacklist. For technical requirements, single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract, key personnel, minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied. Availability and commitment of major construction equipment. Failure of the prospective bidder to state a complete technical description of the pledged equipment and specific bidder's location, whether owned, leased, or under purchase agreement, shall result in the bidder's automatic oath implication for award of contract and forfeiture of its bid security for DO 58 series of 2012. Performance in ongoing government and private contracts. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of two or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair work and complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date upon after receipt of the latest defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contract with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after the receipt of the notice of defects and failures. substandard quality of works, or unsatisfactory performance per contractor and conditions at the time of inspection, liquidated damages currently imposed on the contractor, DA127 series of 2018, state application of RE 9184, in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with the ongoing contracts with the DPWH, authenticity and correctness of bid security, financial requirements, audited financial statement, special current assets and liabilities, up-to-date value of all outstanding or uncompleted works in the ongoing and awarded contracts, updated NFCC versus ABC. Notes on the personnel and equipment requirements of the project. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that first, the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract, and second, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder may propose a technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if he is awarded the contract under bidding. This certification should be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also, to be verified during those qualifications is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in his submitted bid the location of the equipment where it will be inspected. If any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be disqualified. Contract of award. The contract shall be awarded to the bidder as per the specified. The bidder is calculated as responsibility. As a result, the evaluation in post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified for the issuance of the notice of award within the bid-validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof in accordance with Section 37.292 of the 2016 Revised RR of RE 9194. Common reasons for rejection of bids and eligibility and post disqualification of bidder. First one is failure to submit the general copy of surety bond, certified by the Insurance Commission, indicating the name of the project, the procuring entity and name of the contractor, shorter bid validity and the security validity period, overlapping of pledged equipment and admitted key technical personnel, failure to indicate the ability to complete form, late submission of bid, failure to submit supporting documents, for example, certification of availability of equipment, negative slippage in our project, negative 2% or more, or negative 1% in each or more projects, unsatisfactory CPS rating, incomplete pages of documents, either for technical and financial. Fourth, authority of signatory signed on behalf of the bidder. For single proprietor, signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. For corporation or cooperative, she should be award secretary certificate and award resolution. For joint venture resolution or agreement. And for partnership, as indicated by articles of partnership. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer. To further elaborate and discuss the technical aspects of the project, may I call on Engineer.
For the first project with the contract ID of 23AI0219, contract name, repair of classrooms, Eastern Pangasinan Agricultural College, Santa Maria, Pangasinan. Scope of work or item description. Repair of school buildings, 2-story 4 classroom, floor tiles at 4 classrooms, 2 corridors and stairs. Grills at 2 floor corridors, 2-story 10 classroom, backdoor design, floor tiles at 10 classrooms, 2 corridors and stairs. Grills at 2 floor corridors, removing and replace steel doors and casement windows, replace polycarbonate roofing, 2 corrugated roofing. 1-story 3 classrooms, floor tiles at 3 classrooms and corridors. New 3CR with complete plumbing works, electrical works, doors, and windows. 1-story 2 classroom, floor tiles at 2 classroom and corridors. 1-story 1 classroom, floor tiles at 1 classrooms and corridors. Ceiling at 1 classrooms and both is removed and replace steel doors and casement windows. New 1CR with complete plumbing works, electrical works, door and windows. 2 units, 2-story, 8 classroom floor tiles at 16 classrooms, 4 corridors and stairs at 2 floors corridors, ceiling at 2 floors hallways, 1-story, 2 classroom floor tiles at 2 classrooms and corridors, ceiling at 1 classrooms and both eaves removed and replaced, steel doors and casement windows, removed and replaced of old roofing, repaints the whole building, new 1 CR with complete plumbing works, electrical works, doors and windows. 1-story, 1 classroom, 12 meter by 7 meters. Floor tiles, 1-story, 1 classroom, floor tiles at 1 classrooms and corridors. Ceiling at classrooms and both eaves removed and replaced. Steel doors and casement windows. Repaint the whole building, remove and replace of all roofing. 1-story, 2 classroom, floor tiles at 2 classrooms and corridors. Ceiling at 1 classrooms and both eaves. 1-story, 1 classroom, 10 meters by 19 meters. Floor tiles and ceiling. 1-story, 1 classroom, 5 meters by 5 meters, floor tiles and ceiling, 9 pieces solar street lights, solar panel with inverter, battery, and other devices. With the approved budget for the contract of 18,142,000. Contract duration of 150 calendar days. For the next project with the contract ID of 23AI0220, contract name, Prepare of Classrooms, Tayug National High School, Tayug, Pangasinan. Scope of work or item description, repair of school buildings, 2-story, 10 classroom, floor tiles at 10 classrooms, 2 corridors and stairs, roofs at 2 floors corridors, ceiling at corridors with 4.5 meters length, 2-story, 8 classroom, floor tiles at 8 classrooms, 2 corridors and stairs, roofs at 2 floor corridors, 2 units of 4-story, 20 classroom, floor tiles at 20 classroom, corridors and stairs, grills at 2 floors corridors, 12 pieces solar street lights, solar panel with inverter, battery and other devices, with the approved budget for the contract of 19,705,300. With the contract duration of 185 calendar days. Receipt and opening of bids, December 18, 2023, 9:30 a.m. at DPWH Conference Room, Tomaner, Rosales, Pangasinan. DPWH bid portal, electronic bids underscore Pangasinan, third at dpwh.gov.ph. YouTube account, www.youtube.com, DPWH Pangasinan, Pangasinan 30.
Thank you, Engineer Medina. For further details, these prospective bidders can get a copy of the minutes of this bid conference upon written request that we have done in 5 days. So, before we end this bid conference, under issues and concern, is there any motion to move for the adjournment? In view of the motion of Engineer David Palaganas and duly seconded by Engineer Alfredo Hamandre, and no objection by Engineer Raymond Jones, I hereby declare this bid conference adjourned.